This is something you can see with your own eyes. It has not been added later. It's an optical filter that colorizes parts of the scene. There is only white light shining on this gray speaker. Before I show more, let's rewind. It all began years ago with my LCD videos and not understanding how the color-moded gewichtebelettend display worked. In search for an answer, I got this ridiculous filter by In. But it only raised more questions, and the in filter didn't make it into the video. Sorry for bleeping out in, but apparently I pronounced it incorrectly. Anyway, this is the in Varicolor red-green polarizer.
Coquine.
A polarizer is mostly known for reducing reflections, but it can also make the sky darker. In's red-green polarizer only polarizes a part of the color spectrum, with an orange filter on top of that. Once you've set the exposure right and the white balance, you get a very strange picture. So this is the red-green version, looking more like orange-green. You can alter the colors by rotating it. It exists since the 80s or even earlier, way before digital photography, when it was still difficult and expensive to get color effects like this. In filters were mostly aimed at the hobby enthusiast. And I hear you wonder, why would I want my photos to be orange-green? And the answer is, you don't. Well, except if you want your photos to be orange-green, of course. I think most buyers never used it again after they saw the first photos they had made with it. Things look somewhat post-apocalyptic through this filter. Today, I think it's more useful for video than photos. This is how the in and most other filter systems work. You screw a ring on the lens and on that goes the filter holder. This way you can use the same filter for all lenses and change the position and rotation, if you mount it correctly.
That went well.
Especially for gradients, a system like this is very useful. Personally, I don't really use that anymore. I just make a double exposure. Bubble. Anyway, this in Varicolor polarizer is very dark and thick, which is not necessary, and I know that now because of this. How can the sky get these colors? By nature, a part of the blue sky is polarized. That is why you can make it darker with a polarizer. So doing this, it's the same as what I do here with an LCD screen, which is polarized by design. When doing this, any change in the polarization becomes visible, and that can result in beautiful colors, apparently named wavelength-dependent birefringence. You can also see this in reflected polarized light. So, with a polarizer on the lens and the object about 90 degrees from the sun, the same colors appear in the blue sky. and this gives the scene its crazy colors. For it, I indeed use a part of a clean, unused CD case. And I also had great success with a screen protector at the right angle. When leaving the protective film on, the effect is actually too strong. What makes this so special is that not the entire scene gets the colors, but only parts of the scene. Clouds stay white, the grass stays green. Here I'm filming towards the sun direction, and now the reflection on the sand is polarized, thus colored. Only things with polarized light get the colors. Very cool, but unfortunately also very useless. Some filters scratch extremely easily. So I made a crude version that I could screw on the camera, but that way I had less control over the colors, so it wasn't really a success. This plastic sleeve behaved like a real bicolor polarizer, more like that cock-in filter. If you think this doesn't look better than the original picture, then I agree, so this is also useless, unfortunately. Unless you want to simulate an alien planet. A use. But you can do more than adding fancy colors to landscapes, of course. Many reflections are polarized. All you need is a polarizer and a piece of plastic. Even though this effect is kind of useless, I'm still tempted to use it in a future retro device video. Of course, it also works with polarized sunglasses.
Oh man, it's so extreme!
Yes, in case you hadn't noticed yet, I really like colors. And I guess this video is entertainment. So actually, these filters are very useful. The music in this video you can find on the release Ambiences and a Dance Track. Lots and lots of thanks to all my supporters on Patreon. And thank you everybody for watching, and I hope to see you soon.